Something has been on my mind since my latest light conversation with Cara Newman. I needed to share it with you because when I put these pieces together, I got full body chills. We talked about education, about why the children can no longer fit into these systems. We talked about nervous system, obedience, standardization. This conversation just felt so real and so relevant, and I couldn't articulate why until I dug in a bit deeper into the cycles of astrology and human design. So I'll start with human design. We have been living under a cycle called the crosser planning since 1650. For hundreds of years, humanity has been organized around collective structures, education, government, institutions, and it's all been based on logic, on order, and on output. We are now coming to the completion of that cycle and moving into a cycle called the cross of the sleeping phoenix, due to begin around 2027. The new cycle, which is all about empowerment. It's about emotional truth and personal author. We're rising from the ashes of what no longer serves us. Now let's look at the astrology. Pluto entered Aquarius. Pluto is the planet of slow change, transformation, death and rebirth. Aquarius is the sign of community, humanity for all, dignity for all, innovation, technology. Pluto in Aquarius, this full revolution hasn't happened since the 1770s, the time of dismantling of old power structures. Most recently, the planet Uranus moved into Gemini, and Uranus is the planet of quick and sudden change. If Pluto is slow change, Uranus is like lightning bolt speed, the Great Awakening. Uranus in Gemini hasn't happened since the 1940s, another time period of profound global restructuring. These aren't random. These are not coincidences. So Gene Keys also speaks of this time of huge transformation. We are entering the 55th gene called the dragonfly's dream. Think of the dragonfly and the huge transformation it makes. It literally becomes another being. It goes from water, as a water nymph, into flying in air. What an incredible time to be alive. Going back to the conversation that I had with Cara about the children, they are already here, encoded for what comes next. In the human design, we talk about the new energy type that is going to be born, called the rave. The rave children are going to be so different to any energy type we've ever seen. These children, they have sensitive nervous systems, and they are not broken, and they are not dysregulated without reason. They are simply not designed for 400-year-old systems that are in their final chapter. This is why I think having these conversations about education matter so much. Not just updating curriculums, but in the sense of participating in a civilizational shift. And here's what I know from working with women privately. When you understand your human design, when you understand your astrological blueprints and your gene keys, when you see how your unique energetic coding maps into the collective shift, everything changes, and you start understanding yourself in a way that you may never have understood it before, and it is so empowering. Then you start to make decisions from a place of deep